What's up, guys? It's Big Dog Dempsey back with part 8 of If My Heart Had Wings. Let's continue! Today is Saturday, so there's no school. Yeah! Now is my chance to get some of the dorm mother work done. This morning, I have climbed up on the roof and I'm fixing leaks. This building is in pretty bad condition. I heard that the owner who collapsed a few days ago and who was also the caretaker here is an elderly woman. Because it was a girls' dormitory with no guys around, there were quite a few places that had been left damaged. This place is so old that I can't help wondering if originally it was aiming to be registered as a cultural heritage site. The owner, who is a widow, opened the manor house as a student dormitory before I was born. Which means that when we were calling this place the Witch's Mansion, students from Kaifu Academy were already living here. Since then, the owner had been taking care of the boarding students like they were her own children or grandchildren. Ever since the redevelopment plans were brought forward, land prices in Kazigora have been rising. The owner's sons were hoping to let go of this place, which was one of the reasons why I was brought on to take the dorm mother's job in such a hurry. It might be hard to avoid getting involved in those kinds of adult matters, so I will just quietly get on with the work that I have to do. Alright, that should do it. Finishing the repairs to the roof, I climb down the ladder. Okay, next is... Quiet. Pat, who was pecking at the soil, had come closer to where I was going to put my feet as I climbed down. This is kind of besides the point, but ducks eat weeds and bugs, so it seems that if I just leave him to it, he will maintain the garden. However, he will also peck the flowers and so on too, so the person doing the gardening needs to watch out for that. What's up, Pat? Where's your buddy? I have no idea what he's saying, but he's definitely looks bored. Sorry, but I've got work to do. When I get back, I'll give you a bath. The door to Katori's room was closed. I couldn't hear any sound, and there were no signs that she was awake. Still asleep, huh? Sleepyhead. Hey, Katori! Wake up, Allure! Hey, Miss Allure! Hey! Shut up! What do you want? I'm going to go do some shopping. Do you want to come with me?
Huh? そんな理由でアミを妨げたの?
Her face seems to say, if this was America and I sued you, you would lose. That is so true too! You're oversleeping. It's a nice sunny day and let's go outside.
なんで私があなたの買い物に?
It's shopping for the dormitory. You eat too, don't you?
用意するからちょっとだけ待ってて。
Hey, she's coming with me, boys! Yeah!
Get!
Get! Seeing Akiha. A great big wave. I give a great big wave. Katori makes an annoyed face. Hi, Agia.
おっす、葵。ハバネさん、おはよう。おはよう。ちょっと、なんであの子がいるのよ。寮の買い出しって言ったじゃない。
It's fine. There's something I need help with. I had planned from the beginning to meet up with Hagiha. That's because I want her as a special advisor for today's work. Right, let's go.
行こう行こう。
Oh my god, what are we doing? We arrived at the underground street of the shopping mall. There are many stylish shops in the shopping arcade, and there is also a large supermarket. I push Katori along in her wheelchair and go around buying the food with Agia. What do you need?
まず鶏もも肉でしょ。それからパプリカ、ピーマン、玉ねぎ。
Sounds like a typical shopping trip for me. Katori looks like she still doesn't agree with the fact that Agiha is with us. She looks at me like she's trying to put a curse on me. Agia came to help. Come up with a menu for tonight's dinner. It seems that the meals that I make don't appeal to the girls.
で、なんで私が一緒に来なきゃいけないわけ？
Because you can carry the bags. Katori is doing a good job of carrying the green supermarket basket. Again, I keep slinging over more and more ingredients in the basket.
パプリカパウダー、ホールトマト、生ハム、それから。
Cured ham. Oh god.
掘り込むな。
Don't swing them in like that. I'll get some mineral water.
重い。ねえねえ、ポテチ買っていい？
No, oh. Chips? I remember
ケ
those.
チ。後でお金払うから一緒に入れといて。
No, Katori! Slinging them in. Also, we'll soon be out of rice. Let's buy some while we're here. Oh no! That rice bag is huge! Look at this! With all of the ingredients for all of the borders, before we do it, the basket that Katori was carrying was full.
人をカートみたいにするな。
As she complained, Katori was very careful not to let the contents of the basket fall out. Don't drop anything.
ちくしょう。
Yeah, bitch.
ハバネさんは欲しいものない？アイス。
Ice cream. Today's shopping is being paid for with the operating cost of the dormitory, so we can't really buy things we don't need. Having said that, she is helping me out. You can get Bari-kun.
もっと高級なのがいい。労働と報酬が釣り合わないわ。
Have it your way. I decided to treat her to strawberry Harbin Darch with my own money. Is this one okay?
そうだね。
We finish at the cash register. The food costs about 50% more than usual, but tonight is a special occasion. Ah, jeez, I forgot to buy ground meat.
そんなの使わないよ。
It's for tomorrow. It's a pain to have to keep going to buy food all the time, you know. I leave them behind and go back to the store. I search for the meat in the ground meat section. If I can, I want to get one of the with a discount sticker, as I thought there aren't any at this time. The cost of the boarder's food is paid on a monthly basis. The dormitory is run as kind of a hobby by the owner, so it's just a rough estimate, but there is an upper limit established as part of the rent agreement. The dormitory's meals follow the creed of as cheap as possible, as tasty as possible. I look at the packs of beef that are lined up on the shelf. 29.80 yen for 100 grams. This is a supermarket that celebrity women come to, so sometimes the prices for the ingredients are pretty steep. It's okay. Once in a while, I'd like everyone to eat this kind of meat. I murmured to myself.
これでいいのかな?
Why am I looking at a lolly? Whip! The girl reaches across from the side and slings the luxury marble blah 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 for 100 grams meat into her basket.
これじゃ足りないかな。ビーフカレーっていうくらいだもんね。
What the fuck? A girl who took the pack showed signs of hesitation but continued to sling more and more of the luxury marbled meat into the basket. In the end, she took everything that was on the shelf.
これでよしと。
Ah! Are you going to use luxury marbled beef in a curry? Not only that, it's thinly sliced.
What?
I was supposed to have said that on the inside, but because of the shock, I came right out and said it aloud. I mean, if you're making curry, they have meat for curry over there, see?
そんな大きいのカレー食べるときに見ないですよ。
Well, when you stew meat this size, it becomes more tender and much smaller. If you use that kind of thin meat, the fat will melt away and you won't have a trace of it left.
Huh?
In her basket was about a kilogram of marbled meat to be used in sukiyaki? Are you going to stew all of that in a curry? What a waste of good meat. As I stare at the basket, she looks at me in disbelief. She seemed embarrassed as she said that and moved over to the fresh fish section. Did I scare her off?
シーフードカレーっていうのもあるんだし、お魚も買った方がいいかな。
She said as I watched from a distance, her throwing sea bream with the head and tail still on into the basket while I reached for a pack of cheap pork and beef ground meat. Fucking hey, that lolly though. That lolly. Yum.
おいしい。ハバネさん、ストロベリー派なんだ。私はクッキー&クリームかな。
I like cookies and cream too.
そう。おいしい？もちろんよ。ねえ。嫌よ。
No!
まだ何も言ってないんだけど。
I haven't said anything yet.
一口だけでいいからやあよ、スプーン一つしかないんだから。いいじゃん、女同士なんだから。
We're both girls, it's okay.
やったらやあよ。
No means no.
ケチンボ。
Don't mean I'm stingy. Bijingo.
わかったわよ。一口だけよ。はーい、ハバネさんありがとう。
What the fuck was happened?
は
What are you doing?
いえ
My face bang and had come back, and Katori was letting Agiha eat her ice cream. I felt like I'd seen something I wasn't supposed to see.
これは違うのよ。この子がどうしても食べたいって言うから一口だけ食べさせてあげただけで。
I see. Well, it's nice that you two are getting along.
違うったら。ストロベリーもいいな。ねえねえ、もう一口。もう終わり。だって私の分。
Blushing as she spoke, Katori continued to wolf down the Targan Darch. Okay, let's go. There, take this bag. BAM!
重いんだけど。私も手伝うよ。アイスのお礼。
I push Katori's wheelchair, and we leave the shopping mall.
ねえ、これどうやって切るの？
What? Ask that to me. I'll show you. Hey, we're teaching her how to make meals, guys. Fuck, hey. Her face seems to say, I get annoyed when people get on their high horse, as she obediently passes me the knife. In a way that Katori could see easily, I cut the vegetables. Like this.
こっちのピーマンは？
Would it be best to cut it in half down the middle?
わかった。やってみる。
We had come back to the dormitory and begun cooking in the dining hall. I got Katori, who couldn't reach the stove, to cut the vegetables. I'm cooking while Agia helps and tells me how to do it. Hey, this is super easy.
でしょ？野菜切って鶏もも肉と一緒に煮込むだけだもんね。
Said Agiha, who had brought the recipe. Bazik style chicken stew. I couldn't guess what kind of food it would be from just the name, but it is really easy to make. First, you grill the chicken thighs, then fry them with the cut vegetables, and after that, add the canned tomato and broth and leave it to stew. It's a stew that doesn't need to be done precisely. That's the main dish. Next, we prepare the salad and the soup.
わわ
Ducky! Even as Hat walks around her feet, quacking, Katori doesn't seem to notice as she is quietly immersed in what she's doing. She's really concentrating.
案外熱中するタイプだね。
Despite complaining at first, once she gets started, she becomes very serious.
均等に切るのは至難の技ね。
Well, it doesn't need to be exact. If there's variety in the thickness, it gives a difference in texture.
不均等に切るのね。わかったわ。
She said as she thought about this, and then and started intentionally cutting the vegetables unevenly. Oh fuck! I guess that's what people look like when they get serious. I fucking spaced out. Jesus. Agiha, how does the soup taste to you?
ちょっと薄いかな。
I'll add salt and pepper. And so the preparations for dinner continued smoothly.
Wow! 美味しそう。
One after another, boarders came into the dining hall, they were surprised how different the food was than to usual. There is a general idea of meal times for the boarders. Although I usually made meals on a constant schedule, the time when everybody comes to eat it is not set. It's okay if you come late, and it's okay if you don't eat. That's why we often eat at different times. This is the first time since I came here that we've all gathered at the same time like this. Today was the only thing that I had today, then in advance. Okay, everyone, please take a seat. You too, Ageha.
お邪魔します。なんかすごいね、今日のご飯。ねえ、もう食べていい？お腹ペコペコなんだけど。
Go ahead, enjoy your meal. The boarders, looking at each other cautiously, move the food towards their mouths.
おいしい。本当だ。おいしい。
I can hear the words delicious coming from the boarders. What is? It's true! It really is tasty! What a chicken stew! Woo! I was the one that had made it, but I didn't know how it would taste, and I imagined that it wouldn't be very good. It was different to the Western or Chinese food that I usually make, in that I normally don't use spices that make it easy to understand the flavor. The meat stewed in the tomato sauce was tender and was surprisingly refreshing. Most importantly, the flavor of the meat had really been drawn out, so I had no complaints at all about the taste. It's the kind of thing that you don't eat on a hot summer's day, when you don't have much of any appetite.
こりゃいけるわ。サラダもどうぞ食べてくださいね。
The salad served in a big bowl was delivered between everyone. There were cucumbers, tomatoes, and lettuce, and also avocado and mozzarella cheese. Even though it also just as elaborate salad, it was just an elaborate salad again. The reaction
この
was,
サラダも美味しいね。
"Yay, Lolly!"
なんかされてるし。
Ryuko and a second year like me, and Sane, the third year with the trademark glasses, both seem to really like it.
アゲハちゃんプロデュースだよ。
Everyone made a face that kind of showed they knew that. The truth is that today's meal was made under the advisement of Miss Himegi.
それでアゲハが来てたんだ。自分が食べたい料理を作ってもらっただけなんだけどね。
By the way, it seems that Ageha and Ryuko were friends from before. The thing is, it seems the food that I made didn't really go down too well with everyone. Apart from Kanako, all of the boarders looked away for a moment awkwardly.
美味しくないわけじゃないのよ。そうそう。でも量が多いっていうか。
That's why, if there's something you want to say, please talk to me about it, okay? It's a little scary, but I thought I'd try to talk to them about it.
なんていうか、一色なのよ。あ、わかる。すっごいわかります、ゆかさん。けど、今日の料理はカラフル。
It sure is. There's red, green, yellow, and white, and many other colors, and looks vivid and colorful. The food is usually is ginger pork, brown, fried rice, brown, curry, yellow, yeah, soba, brown, Napoleon pasta's red, and so on. But it's all basically comprised of a single color.
葵くんの料理も豪快で嫌いじゃないけどね。
美味しくないわけじゃないのよ。でもほら、最近暑くて食欲もそんなにないし。
途中で飽きちゃう。
Everyone's really kind, aren't they? They really care about my feelings. Just because of that, I was unnecessarily worried. For a guy like me who went to a sports-focused boys' school and lived together with his dad in a kind of bachelor pad, that was always enough. It never even thought about the color of the food. However, that kind of detail is really important in a girl's
でも
dormitory.
これ本当に美味しいよ。
おかわりしたいくらい。
Everyone seems satisfied. It feels like this is the most they've opened up to me so far. If I am going to say it, now's my chance. Can I just say something? I stand up and get everyone's attention. Please listen as you eat. This is about the boarders' chores. Would it be alright to increase them a little? I'm a student too, so it's pretty tough for me. For example, if I could just get you guys to clean the bathroom, that would be a really big help. Everyone looked at each other as if they were trying to figure out what the others were thinking. To be honest, no one's going to be happy about increasing their chores. But
わかった。
as Yuka, the oldest, responded, the others nodded in agreement.
水瀬くんが大変なの見ていてわかってるから。
実はちょっと気になってました。屋根の雨漏りも直してくれたしね。
In return, I will try harder than ever to make good food for
こん
you.
な美味しいご飯毎日食べられるんだ。
I really like Ryuko's voice.
いいなあ、涼子。私もここに住もうかな。それだけでいいの？
That and one other thing. This is what I really wanted to say. I think that we should get Katori to do some things too. Katori, who was sitting at the end of the table, the furthest away from everyone, who was uncomfortable while she ate, was surprised to hear her name called. Everybody looked around at Katori.
でもハバネさんは
She has a walking disability, but she can use her hands. There are things that she can do.
今日の料理だって手伝ってくれたんだよね。
あなたたちが無理やり付き合わせただけよ。
This had a big impact on everyone, who until just now had been eating the food and saying how delicious it was. They looked at her like they were impressed, but Katori seemed kind of embarrassed. Thanks to Katori helping us, we were able to get the dinner proportions done easily. If that's the case, then maybe we can add another chore. I don't dislike cooking, but to prepare food for several people is physically quite demanding. If that's okay with Katori, could you help me prepare the meals?
別にいいけど、そのくらいなら。
Thank you. I say while Katori looks away and quietly nods without saying anything. It's a little different than the other chores, but but in order to be fair, I want Katori to help out where she can from now on. Everyone still had their reservations, but the whole thing so far now, they just quietly looked at each other. Even so, until now, Katori and the other boarders have had quite a distant relationship. However, I'm the one who understands the situation the least, or rather, the one who understands it the most.
賛成。
Excuse me, but it's time to end this episode, Kanako says. I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out.